Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As I welcome you to the third segment of my research on ecosystem. Uh, in this third segment, I'll be talking about the desert as an ecosystem. So, we all know what deserts are. Most of us are quite aware of what a desert is. So, without wasting much of time, let us jump right into the desert. Yes. So, deserts are areas of land that are characterized by extremely high or low temperatures, and with low rainfalls and scarce or no vegetation. So, there's low rainfalls in deserts. There is scarce or there is literally no vegetation found in deserts. So that's what a desert is. As you can see in the picture below, it clearly shows what a desert is. You can see that there is literally no show of plants. There's no life out there. It's just sand and the heat. So that's what a desert is. Yeah. Moving on to the types of desert ecosystems. So firstly, we have dry desert ecosystems. So these are simply deserts that are massively dry. They don't have any glimpse of water. They don't have any oasis, or any sort of watery things around it. Yeah. Secondly, we have coastal deserts. These are deserts that are found along the coast of or along the shores of lakes, along the coasts of oceans and seas. So those are coastal deserts. Then we have semi-arid deserts, and lastly we have cold deserts. These are deserts which are characterized with cold weathers. They are windy. So yeah, those are cold deserts. Moving on. Uh, Next up, we'll talk about the characteristic features of desert ecosystems. So the first characteristic is an arid environment. An arid environment is simply an abandoned place, a place where it is hard to thrive or stay or do your activities or settle. So that's a desert. That's what a desert is a hard place for you, a person or living things to settle and make life. Secondly, deserts are characterized with extreme temperatures. As we all know that in deserts, the sun is always up there and it hits hard. With the sun overhead, deserts really experience extreme temperatures. Uh, yeah, so that's really what's it all about. And we have the third one is high windy velocity. Deserts are prone to wind, and this is because they don't have any features or plants or trees that can block the movement or wind or slow down the movement or wind. Therefore, the wind travels at a high velocity, which is a high speed due to lack of wind breakers. Okay, so fourthly, there's scarcity or cloud cover. So, as we all know that clouds are related to rain formation. So, since deserts lack water, they lack plants, which can cause the what the process of evapotranspiration and evaporation. Uh, there's sparsity of clouds, or there's no even distribution of clouds clouds are separated from each other because there is no evaporation or evapotranspiration of the moisture there. Lastly, the absence of water vapor in the air. So, since there's no water to evaporate or evapotranspirate, there's no or little water vapor in the air. Yeah, so that's all about the characteristic features of a desert ecosystem. Moving on to the structure of a desert ecosystem. Same as the other structures of that I've covered in the previous ecosystem concepts, the desert also has producers. These are the plants, though they are scarce, but some deserts hold plants, and these plants are called the producers. So after the producers, we have the consumers. These are the animals that eat the plants, that survive off the plants. So as mentioned earlier, we have primary consumers, secondary consumers, as well as tertiary consumers. And lastly, we have decomposers. Decomposers, as already said, are microorganisms that help in the decomposition of dead animals or dead plants in order to recreate the nutrient cycle in the soils that are found in the deserts. Yeah. So moving on to the last segment of the desert ecosystem is the functions of deserts. Uh, Firstly, the desert is a habitat of multiple species of animals and plants. So yeah, as the statement says it, desert is a home of species of animals. For example, snakes like rattlesnakes, cobras. Some cobras are found in the desert. Scorpions, and other animals that are found in deserts. And in deserts, we have plants like the cactus, the baobab trees, and other trees that thrive in the desert. Yeah, sorry. Uh, to continue with the functions of desert ecosystem, it acts as a carbon sink, as the sand, as carbon sinks in the sand. So it absorbs the carbon from the atmosphere, cleans carbon from the atmosphere. Thirdly, have unusual landscape and oasis. It is unusual, the landscape, the distribution of land is unusual, where we have what we call cliffs, and the presence of oasis. An oasis is a place where there's like a form of life. There's water, there's little trees, so they are found in deserts, and they are used to attract people or tourists. Fourthly, we have source of natural gas, oil, and minerals. Deserts hold some of the mineral ores that people use to mine and make things out of the minerals, gas and oil as well. Lastly, deserts contribute to salt production. Most salts or salt production mostly is held in desert areas or from lakes or oceans that are close to deserts, just because the water easily evaporates and leaves the salt behind, so it is easy for people to mine salt from the deserts. So this marks the end of the segment of desert ecosystems. Thank you.